Roger was seen Pinarello in his box. He seems pretty chilled at the moment.
Yeah, look, he's settled into a wonderful routine. We've become pretty close. I've been over here for a month with him now, and he's the only Kiwi-speaking being that I can talk to. So he's grand. He's in really good order.
What did you make of the first up run?
Look, I thought it was a good run. 1500, he was always going to get back off the speed, and his sectionals were as good as any in the race, really. But it was a sit sprint affair, and I just hope on 1800 on Saturday it'll be quite a differently run race.
How much improvement has he taken going into this Craven Plate this weekend?
Oh, look, he was pretty ready for his first up run. In fact, he was last to pull up on the day, and he just carried on and on. He's dead ready. He's an easy horse to keep ready, and it's just been maintenance work, really.
Yeah, we saw him before he left to come over to Australia. What sort of progression has he made along that way?
Look, I gave him plenty of time to settle into his routine, and as I say, I don't have to do a lot of fast work with him. I learnt a lot about him at 3, went into the Queensland Derby. It was 5 weeks between runs and toughed it out until the last inch, and that's the sort of horse he is. It's a wonderful way to have them, really.
Talking about you spending a lot of time with him, what is a daily routine involved with Pinarello?
Look, it's a bit ridiculous. It's a long day, and that well, a little bit like home. My alarm's going off just around 3, but by the time you use light rail and one thing and another to get here, and he's not a horse I can put on the walker because he's a bit devious on that with other horses. So I always have him ready to work at 5, but then Sam rode him on Tuesday morning, and he wanted to be on him just soon after 4, so we had a 2:30 alarm. But in the middle of the day, it's quite boring, really, especially when it's pouring with rain outside, as it has been for at least 3 of the 4 weeks I've been here. But then in the afternoon, I do get use of a walk after 4 o'clock when everybody's finished. So by the time I get home, it's 5:30 at night.
Yeah, you're talking about Sam Clipperton, who rides the horse. So what was his reaction to the Tuesday work?
He just got off him. He said, "Roger, you couldn't have him any better." He said that was super work.
And tomorrow, Saturday at least, you're on early, so hopefully the conditions will be at their best.
Yeah, you would hope so. There is a little bit more rain forecast for tomorrow. We've had a nice breezy day today, not a lot of sun, but certainly a bit of wind, which will help the track. It was still heavy this morning, but look, we'd welcome a slow to soft track if we could get it.
Okay, what can we expect of Pinarello this weekend?
Look, it was going to be probably, sounds bad as a trainer to admit it, but the worst placing of the 3 runs, in that it is weight for age. He goes back to a lovely race next start, but Cascadian will be the one to beat. He won the Shannon Stakes last start, and handles this sort of conditions. If we get luck in the running, I'd be surprised if they don't know he's there.
Okay, and that last run, what's the gap? Because you are stepping up in distance too, aren't you?
Yeah, it's 2,000 metres, 2 weeks' time, and that was always the plan, and it's a quality handicap, and he should be in nicely there.
With decent money to be racing for over here, isn't it?
Yeah, well, they're both worth 750,000, so if you can knock off one of the 3, it's a good effort. If we can get some of the money on Saturday, or a major part, it would be a really great bonus.
The one thing about him, he seems to be in a really happy spot. Can you just tell us about the temperament and where he is at mentally?
Yeah, look, he took a few days, which surprised me, to settle in, having been to Brisbane in the winter, but he's certainly been better the week after his run than he was the week before, and he's continued to treat the place like home ever since.